Has the family court system damaged your relationship with your child? Were you shocked by how little due process there was? You're not alone, and now you can be part of the solution. For the last 11 years, Mark Ludwig has led the charge for shared parenting reform. He's met face-to-face with over 700 legislators, hosted over 70 events, and pushed legislation in 31 states just last year. Now he's building something bigger. The A-Team, trained advocates in all 50 states. People like you stepping up for kids and real change. By joining Mark's Legislative Leadership Development Program, you'll get strategy sessions with Mark and guest legislators, on-demand training videos, research and AI tools to influence lawmakers, and a seat on Mark's legislative team. We're meeting with lawmakers in just 2 weeks, and we want you in the room. Don't just hope for change, be the reason it happens. Join the movement, join the A-Team. Visit stlmarkludwig.com and click the membership tab to get started.
Guys, 1 in 3 families is affected by some form of parental alienation. You know somebody, I know somebody, we all know somebody. Guys, we got to keep continuing to spread this awareness. We need to be coming together and breaking the silence. We need to start getting here and taking some action and accountability and stop sitting on the couch. Get off the couch, because that don't do nothing for nobody. I'm Philly Slim. Don't forget, what we do today, it affects our tomorrow.
Courts have a financial incentive to take our children from us, to take us as parents, most often fathers, but also mothers. They reduce us down to visitors to justify child support order. And when they justify child support order, the state then receives federal funding through what's known as Title IV-D of the Social Security Act.
I did a great job in raising myself pretty much. Mom did what she had to do to help out, but she didn't allow the system to come in and force me to raise my own kids.
Daughter died. No one told me. And her mother still collected child support.
Let's go, sir. Come on, sweetie. Yeah, I understand, sweetie.
You know, I know a lot of you are going through the very same things that I'm going through right now.
I spent 15 years in prison because I didn't have my biological father there to influence me.
Anything you want to say? Being accused of shooting a cop, killing him.
Society not letting me see my son. I lashed out at somebody that didn't deserve it.
85% of youths in prison were raised by single moms.
I haven't seen my son since November.
Like I said, I got one I ain't seen in 15 years.
I haven't seen my kids since December 2013.
I've been on house arrest for 2 years now for wanting to be in my daughter's life and being a father.
This doesn't just happen to men, this also happens to women. Mothers are alienated as well.
I'm personally a victim of a corrupt family law system.
They're being told by their father that your mother don't want you. She abandoned you. Do you know what this is doing to my children?
As President of the United States, I will do everything I can to address this inequality in tax laws.
Casualties of war. Warriors against the regime.
When people hear a Till Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our proceeds to reduce veteran suicide or gifting handcrafted memorial plaques to the families of fallen heroes, these t-shirts simply stand for honor and freedom, 2 words that wouldn't exist without our heroes. This makes Till Valhalla Project a place where fallen heroes truly live on forever.
Here is my handle and here is my spout.
When I get all steamed up, then I shout.
Tip me over and pour me out. Oh. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Cheers. Take time to be a dad today.
If you're struggling with thoughts of suicide, or worried about a friend or loved one, or in need of emotional support, help is available.
Call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK to speak to a counselor, or visit suicidepreventionlifeline.org.
It's free, confidential, and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Even if it feels like it, you are not alone.
It was such like a tug of war with whose side are you going to choose. I realized like it was just tearing me apart.
It was always, you're on my side or you're dead to me.
The first time my dad saw me, I was in my grandma's arms in a courtroom.
It really felt like she didn't want anything to do with me.
It's hard when you have to stop and think that your child wants nothing to do with you because of what they've been taught.
One parent gets to be a parent and the other gets to be, at best, a visitor, and at worst, completely erased.
And a lot of it has to do with our judicial system.
What I remember about being in court was having to lie to the judge.
It destroys lives, it bankrupts people every day, it tears children from their homes, and just so happens to be a $50 billion a year industry.
If you don't pay your child support, you're gonna go to jail.
Walter Scott decided to bolt from his car. Court documents show he owed more than $18,000 in child support payments.
These fathers are not deadbeat, they're dead broke.
Nothing I said mattered. None of the evidence I brought forward mattered. The judge wouldn't even look at it.
He's nothing like I was told he was.
If there's 22 million adults dealing with this, that's over 22 million children. And the mental health consequences are severe and long-lasting.
It's heartbreaking to me to see how many of you are dealing with this.
My dad was erased from my life.
It's happening all over the world. This isn't a father's rights issue. It's not a mother's rights issue. It's a human right issue.
My daughter here and I have been alienated from each other for the majority of her life. She called me and said, "Dad, it's time to move home," and she came home.
If the court worked in a way where there was 50-50 custody, I'd be happier. I wouldn't feel a void because I've never known a life where one parent wasn't missing.
A new bill would make default custody 50-50.
How come we don't have shared parenting in the law? It's called special interests.
We need more clarity in law to support what is best for children, shared parenting, and this helps move in that direction.
I want to show people that it can have a happy ending.
In about 10 minutes, we're going to leave for the courthouse so I can legally readopt my daughter.
Good.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
We just found it. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Dad!
Whoa!
You made time.
That was perfect.
Okay, here we go, throw it!
Yeah.
You probably don't remember what you told me.
Nice.
How does parental alienation affect a child? What do adults say about having lived through the experience of one parent turning them against the other parent so that the relationship was erased? A study of 40 adults by Dr. Amy Baker showed that it significantly hurt their development as people. Losing a parent because of the other parent's wrongful interference deeply affected their sense of identity, how they feel about themselves, and how they feel about the world. The more exposure to parental alienation strategies by an alienating parent, the more likely the kids are to grow up to be depressed, anxious, have insecure relationships, and be stuck developmentally in their life. Adults who are alienated as children have a reduced ability to get along with other people and have healthy, mature relationships. The reason? The favored parent created a dependency which interrupted the normal development of critical thinking skills and ability to resolve conflict. Alienating parents teach children the opposite of what healthy parents teach their children. They never learn to resolve conflict in a respectful way because they never learn good values of forgiveness, generosity, and compassion. It's fairly settled science that exposure to alienation is associated with bad outcomes. Causing parental alienation in a child is a form of psychological maltreatment. To learn more about parental alienation strategies, watch the video 17 Parental Alienation Strategies of One Parent Against Another.
We go by many names. Dad, Padre, sometimes old man. Usually it's Daddy. Daddy's the favorite. But they all mean the same thing. They all mean father, a man in relationship with his children. We're the Father's Rights Movement. Because every child deserves a father. We're working for justice in the family court system. Support father's rights. Come join us today.
Dear Mom and Dad, I know that you are hurting. I'm hurting too. I feel and feed off your tension, fear, and shock. Although I am young and cannot express verbally what is happening in our lives, I am still feeling the impact. My heart is broken every time I have to give up a parent. My sense of security is lost. Please don't assume that I am resilient. Please don't assume that my life will be exactly as it was, and that I will continue to feel the same love from both of you. I am a human being just like you. My needs are just like yours. I need love, attention, nurturing, stability, consistency, affection, understanding, patience, and mostly to be wanted. When you fight over me or put me in the middle of your argument, you are sending me the message that winning with each other is more important than my life. I am learning from you that it is better to be right than to be loved. You are teaching me that I came from a person who is unlovable and wrong, and that I am somehow wrong too. When you confide your hurt in my heart, you are storing up adult pain and robbing me of my childhood. You are taking away my belief that love is unconditional and replacing it with a message that tells me to become hard and not to love because I will get hurt and not be able to recover. You may not understand this today, and I am so small that you are not thinking about my future, but you are putting me at a greater risk of getting a divorce myself. At times you are risking my safety to fill a void in your heart. My safety is your job. Without you and your protection, I am unshielded from the world. This will manifest in irrational fears for me, because I will stay in a state of fight or flight for most of my life. Someday, this initial shock will wear off, but how you choose to parent me through this crisis will never wear off. I will either feel your sense of selflessness, support, protection, or I will have a scar on my heart with a message that reads, "Good things happen to good people. I must be bad." Thoughtfully, the child of divorce.
I just wasn't going to allow my kids to grow up without their father.
And having absolutely no relationship with him, it hurts. It really does.
I'm a business owner. I'm an elected official. But the courts didn't think I was good enough to raise my kids.
There could be no system that would be designed to hurt the family more than the family court system in its present form.
They're not protecting the kids because they are cutting one parent out of the life of a child just because two adults can't get along.
What do people do when their children are taken away? And she said they pay their child support and shut up and walked away. And I thought that was the most accurate encapsulation of my experience in family court.
I've been through 43 false allegations, not one conviction, not one arrest.
Lawyers, judges have financial gain. Social workers and people that are in the community, our jobs really is to clean up after the mess that happens from courtrooms.
I found that with depression, one of the most important things you could realize is that you're not alone. You're not the first to go through it. You're not going to be the last to go through it. And oftentimes it happens. You feel like you're alone and you feel like it's only you and you're in your bubble. And I wish I had someone at that time who could just pull me aside and, hey, it's going to be okay. It'll be okay. So I wish I knew that. Just gotta remember. Hold on to that fundamental quality of faith. Have faith that on the other side of your pain is something good.
The path to recovery. It's a long road. It's hard. It takes time. But you're never alone.
Suicide is not inevitable for anyone. There's no shame in seeking help. And there are resources available if you or a loved one is contemplating suicide. Here are 5 key steps that you can take to help someone who's struggling.
Ask, are you thinking about committing suicide? Listen to their reasons for emotional pain, and then help them refocus on the reasons for living.
Keep them safe. Put time and distance between the person and potential suicide methods.
Be there for them. In person, over the phone, or however else you can.
Connect them to helpful resources, like the National Suicide Prevention Hotline.
And follow up. Text, call, or see them in person to help reinforce their connectedness to the world.
Please click the link below for further information on suicide prevention resources.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, finally got Facebook to be able to connect and be able to go live along with YouTube and Twitch. However, I can't get the comments to show up from Facebook to show up in the comments section. As you see over here to my right, literally over top my, there's a box right there that shows comments that are coming in. So if you want to comment and you want it to be seen during the live, you must be on the YouTube channel or on the Twitch channel. These links to both the YouTube and the Twitch channel will be posted to Mark Ludwig's Facebook page, and you can choose which one you want to watch. Each one's the same. It's just different platforms. But I'm also going to try to make sure that my sound is working here. Give me a second. YouTube and the Twitch channel. Yep, it's working. Okay, so yeah, we finally got Facebook to work. However, the comment section on Facebook is not showing up. in the comment box. Like I said, it's literally right over here on my right. I'm pointing directly at it right over here in the bottom left of your screen. So again, if you want to comment, you want your comments to be seen, you must be over on YouTube or Twitch. Again, those links to the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel will be on Mark Ludwig's Facebook page here shortly. Thank you for those who are assisting me, making sure that we got some of these stuffs working. Taylor, thank you for going over to YouTube and making a comment so I know it's working there. But again, if you're on Facebook, your Facebook comments will not be shown during the live portion of this event. If you want it to be shown, it must be on YouTube and or Twitch. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end it here. We got everything ready to go. I know what needs to be done now to make sure that it's live over on Facebook. So all y'all can watch it over there as well. Again, YouTube is the best place to go. The YouTube channel is the best place to go. If you don't use YouTube and you'd like to go over to Twitch, you'll be able to use that platform as well. So with that, everybody have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow around 2:20. Have a good night.